Lesnar is retiring in 2026. Everyone complaining about LA Knight. Well, we have some good news about LA Knight, yeah. And who is the favorite right now to win the Royal Rumble? Plus, we have the latest on John Cena's last match. It's Sportskeeda Wrestling. Let's slam into the news, and then you slam into the comments, and then you slam the like button. Things are being slammed. So let's get into LA Knight. Everyone claiming he's buried. He lost the finals of the last time his now tournament. He got squashed on Monday Night Raw. He's buried. Calm down. Quit abusing the word buried, because Bodyslam.net is reporting that 2026, will be a big year for the megastar. They are saying that Knight is being set up to be one of the, quote, top baby faces in the company and will be involved with the Vision. Yes, the faction that laid him out. So revenge will be sweet for the megastar. Let's talk ticket sales for John Cena's last match. Yes, WWE presenting the much anticipated, much built to, a city pitching to get it. Yes, they spent a lot of money and they got it. Washington, D.C. will host Saturday night's main event streaming on Peacock with John Cena's last WWE match, and the tickets are moving. Over 17,000 tickets sold, according to @WrestleTix, which is a very reliable source on this. Of course, finding these tickets on the secondary market is going to be astronomical. People will get mad at WWE, but that is just the market for live entertainment right now, especially when it's high in demand. People are going to pay a lot of money reselling those tickets online. Now, John Cena's final match, there's been some debate about whether or not his last match will open the streaming broadcast or close it. So either way, it's a big deal. You gotta watch this live. I'm very certain you gotta watch this live. And it feels like it's gonna be a special moment no matter win, lose. It's John Cena's last match, right? Do you think he wins it? Does he beat Gunther? Does Gunther have to beat him? Let me know in the comments below. What are the big plans for AJ Lee with WWE in 2026? Let's get into that. Yes, AJ Lee made her big return to WWE a few months ago at WrestlePalooza. She participated as well in the Women's War Games match at Survivor Series. So, Royal Rumble? Yeah, it looks like she's going to be in the Women's Royal Rumble coming up at the end of January in Saudi Arabia. The news was broken by @WrestleVote saying AJ Lee is in the Rumble. She's a part of the roster now. They'll need 30 superstars, so yeah, she's in the Rumble. Now, obviously, with the Royal Rumble, it's also who comes back? Who are those surprise returns? Is there a surprise return in the Women's Royal Rumble that you need to see, that maybe we're not expecting, that we're not going to see coming at all? Let us know in the comments below. Bleacher Report has ranked the top 10 John Cena matches in his WWE career. Number 10, it's him versus Edge at Unforgiven 2006. That was awesome. Number 9, The Rock versus him at WrestleMania 28. I would say their match in Miami was a little bit better. Number 8, it's Cena versus Cody, SummerSlam 2025. Way better than their WrestleMania match. Of course, an underrated Shawn Michaels hour-long match they had in England in 2007. Also on the list, Cena versus AJ Styles, SummerSlam 2006. Umaga makes the list as well. Number 4, Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam 2013. Number 3, CM Punk versus Cena at Money in the Bank 2011. My personal favorite. I was there. I will never forget it. Number 2, it's Cena versus AJ Styles at Royal Rumble 2017. Number 1, it's Cena versus CM Punk on Raw in February of 2013. I do remember that. They did a pile driver, and they weren't supposed to do that move. I know, you're freaking out watching this about what is the best John Cena match. I want to know. Comments. Let's hear it. Now, if you're a gambling man or a gambling woman, who is the best bet right now to win the Men's Royal Rumble match at the end of January? Let's get into that. According to Betfair, there are several big names on there, like The Rock and LA Knight, along with Jacob Fatu and Dominic Mysterio, but the top 2 names include Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns as potential Royal Rumble winners. Right now, Roman Reigns leads the pack. Do you acknowledge it? Roman Reigns winning a Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, setting up a big match, maybe even a rematch with Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, or simply just putting him back in the title picture would be interesting, but still, you can win the Royal Rumble and be a part-time, not on TV every week Royal Rumble winner. But if you go on to WrestleMania and you win the world title as one who gets the opportunity from the Royal Rumble gets, do we need another part-time WWE champion? I don't know. What do you think? acknowledge it. Did John Cena just spill the tea on another big name retiring in WWE in 2026? Yeah, John Cena did a big tell-all interview with Chris Van Vliet, a must-watch. Shout out to Chris Van Vliet. He does such a good job. Well, in the big interview this week with John Cena just days before his final match, he might have revealed that another big name is going to go off into the sunset. Brock Lesnar, saying, quote, "You have to figure out who gets to shine that night. In his return again, only my perspective, this is an attraction where we are going to build until he goes off into the sunset, which is, I think, in Minnesota. Creatively, it's very soon to create a mountain to climb for someone. You have to build a mountain. And what is this mountain? And why did he mention Minnesota? Well, connect the dots. Just speculation here. WWE is hosting SummerSlam in Minneapolis, Minnesota at US Bank Stadium over 2 nights in August of 2026. Is Brock Lesnar, who wrestled at the University of Minnesota, going to end his career at SummerSlam? That's a distinct possibility now based on what Cena just said. Also, who gets to have Brock Lesnar's last match? Maybe I could just be really annoying to the people that are angry that Gunther gets to have John Cena's last match and say him. But maybe Roman Reigns would be the best choice. You let me know in the comments. So let's get into the Masked Man. Yes, once again appearing on this week's Raw, attacking Rey Mysterio, costing LA Knight the big main event match against The Vision and Logan Paul, and more rumors and reports about who the Masked Man could be. Now, ever since we got out of Survivor Series, where the Masked Man showed up and helped The Vision win the big War Games match, the running theory, for lack of a better phrase, is that the Masked Man is Austin Theory, who will join the group at some point. At least, that's what people theorize. And now a recent report from Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer newsletter states that Montez Ford, yes, the high-flying half of the Street Profits tag team, could be one of the masked men portraying the role, specifically in the final segment of this week's Monday Night Raw. So we have 2 different masked men. Yes, the plot thickens. Yeah. Do you want this smoke? Do you want Montez Ford to be the masked man or one of the masked men? If this is indeed the route that WWE is going, this would mean that Montez Ford could be going in a completely different path than he's been on for the past few years. What do you think? Is WWE cooking up a massive return, a surprise return for Saturday night's main event? Yeah, Andrew Baydala, yes, a very credible wrestling insider, is speculating on Twitter that the chances of this have just skyrocketed after a very distinct mention of The Rock being nominated for a Golden Globe Award for his performance in the movie The Smashing Machine. And, you know, The Rock is still very much involved with WWE. He's an executive for the company. Him being a part of Saturday night's main event makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of history with John Cena, him getting in the ring, simply shaking John Cena's hand and saying thank you for the years of service and being awesome. That would mean something. Now, would this set up some things for him in the ring in the future? I don't know. But The Rock being there would be really, really cool, and maybe it would cool the temperament of people that think Vince McMahon is going to show up at Saturday night's main event, considering all of the, litigation involving Vince McMahon and him not exactly being connected directly with the WWE, besides being the guy who made it. The Rock being there, though, would certainly be, hey, someone from the executive branch wants to thank you, John Cena, for your service. No matter what, if there is a big surprise return or another celebrity cameo on Saturday night's main event, it should not take away from the focus. The focus is John Cena, and it's his final match, and that's the moment, and that's the match we want to see. I don't think anything should overshadow that. What do you think of all these big stories? Who should be Brock Lesnar's last match if he is indeed retiring in 2026? What do you think of the chances of LA Knight climbing up the card? Let us know. Also, do you like us doing these new news videos? Get in the comments. Let us know what you think.